So second only to the fat of smoked cream cheese right now seems to be this method of cooking wings called the 0 to 400 method. So you put the wings on a totally cold pellet grill or regular grill, I assume. Gas grill, I assume. I'm not sure. I've seen it done on the pellet grill. And then you turn your pellet grill on and set it for 400 and close the lid and let it come up to temperature. So that's supposed to provide some good smoke flavor and then get to a good temperature where you will crisp the skin and not have rubbery skin. You don't necessarily take them off at 400. You can check their temperature and doneness and things like that, and probably end up, I'm guessing, depending on how quick your pellet grill heats up, you will probably end up leaving them on a little longer. So we're going to do that today. Okay, so I've got my wings here. I've got about a dozen of them. I'm using Meat Church Holy Voodoo seasoning on them. I really like that seasoning. If you haven't tried it, consider ordering you a bottle. It is really good. I've used it on a few different things so far. So I'm going to put the wings on the cold grill in no particular way. Whenever you're using a smoker for wings, you definitely want to make sure you get that temp up at least 325, if not 350. Otherwise, you'll have rubbery skinned wings, and while they may taste good, eating them, frankly, is not much fun. So definitely want to do that. So we're going to turn the RecTech Bullseye on now. It's on riot mode, which I don't want. We're going to back that down to 400. And as soon as I start seeing smoke, I'm going to close the lid, and we actually have smoke already. So I'm going to go ahead and close the lid, and we're going to let it come up to temperature. The Bullseye actually has a temp display, which, by the way, I've found is very accurate within a few degrees. So already up to a little over 100 degrees. I did run this earlier to clean it, so I think it's maintaining a little bit of that temperature, but I think this will still be a good test for the 0 to 400 method. So we'll bring you back when we check on the wings here in a little bit. All right, as you can see, or maybe you can't see because of the glare, but our RecTech Bullseye is sitting at 405, so it made it to its target temperature. So I'm gonna check these wings and we'll see about flipping them. Pretty good. Should have sprayed the grate with some cooking spray or oil, but it's all right. Okay. So I think at this point we'll probably check them in 10 minutes, something like that. And at that point I will probe them with my thermometer, or just a couple of them. For anybody that doesn't know, not only can you take your wings above 165 without worrying about drying them out, you should. I take wings to 185, even close to 190 sometimes, and they are still juicy and moist, and they're even better than if you were to take them off at 165. So for anybody that doesn't know that, try it sometime. Trust me, they're great. So we will come back in a few minutes and check out where we are. All right, everybody, it has been about 10 minutes, so I'm going to check the temperature on these wings, take a look at them. And it is about 165. I can't see it, but 166.6. I have a feeling some of these smaller ones are pretty done, so I'm going to check those. harder to get a temp on these. And that is hitting 200. So I'm going to take some of these smaller ones off now, leave some of the bigger drums on, and I'm just putting them straight into a pan of sauce, store-bought sauce that I doctored up with some hot sauce, store-bought barbecue sauce I should say, that I doctored up with some hot sauce, some butter, and let it simmer for a few minutes on the stove. So I'm going to leave some of these bigger drums on for probably just 5 more minutes, and then I will take them off, put them in the sauce with the other wings, toss them around, and then I'll bring you back for the taste test. All right, so I brought the wings in. I have my official taste testers here who are going to tell me how they are. So boys, don't burn your mouth, but go ahead and taste whenever you're ready, and tell the YouTube universe.
That's hot.
Temperature hot or spicy hot?
Temperature hot.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. All right. That all right, AJ?
Yep.
All right, so there you have it, the 0 to 400 wing method. I haven't tried one yet, but I have a feeling that I'm not going to like the 0 to 400 method as much as I do just doing straight up 350 to 400 wings. But it'll do fine, not a big deal. I guarantee you all 12 of these wings are going to get eaten. So thanks for joining me here on Buckeye Barbecue. And please like or subscribe if you're so inclined. It would certainly be appreciated.